sheets. Okay, all right. So let me rephrase what we did yesterday. So we were trying to create this chart, right?
Yes.
So you understood what we did here, right?
Mm-hmm.
What we did here is just to show the number of
cases and deaths.
Yes, and deaths. So we're just using the bubble to show the size of the number of deaths, and we're just using the color to show
cases.
Yeah, the rate of death, and then we brought in this calculation. So now on the dashboard, we were working on this, and I said we wanted to just showcase and where those numbers above 6,000 will be considered as red, as to show them that they have a severe case and so on. So yesterday, we weren't getting this color here. So the reason for that, if I open up my calculation for the one yesterday, can you see now?
Yeah.
So now, remember yesterday, for the 6,000, we said we just put everything together as else 6. So every other thing should give us 6.
6.
Okay. But what I noticed was that because this null and the else was pulling this null value into the else statement. So I needed to like differentiate the 6 from the null. So what I just did was to change that else statement. I brought in another calculation, and I says if it's above 6,000, so which means anything equals to 6,000 or less, make it 5. Anything else above 6,000, just call it 6. So now I'm separating the 6,000 from this null. So and that was what gave me this null value. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of me using else, give me 6, I just have to spell out my statement and just say, give me above 6,000, make it 6. And then once I click OK, I got what I needed. So the color here, I just make all the ones that have no cases and make them green. I just change the color to green. So those ones have no cases. So what this calculation would do now, let's say, for example, I don't pray, like places like Aguila have like one case. It's going to show one here, and it's going to change this color to this color here. So the color will automatically be bringing, working as the number is changing and all that. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let me open up these calculations and then edit your calculation to be this.
Okay. That color. So will be so else if so. Total depth is greater than 6,000. 10. Sum total debt established as well. And sum total debts is null equal to null.
What I said is, if it's equals to 0, then
Is
no.
there?
Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah, so I just flip it.
Yeah. Is equal to 0, then it's 0, right?
No, no. See, if
Okay, no.
total debt equals 0, then no.
Is it the function null or you wrote it?
The function.
Okay.
It don't really matter. You can write it or. Says I have an error. Okay, share your screen.
Okay. Share my screen. Right here.
Okay, put a space between the 0 and the then.
Yeah, it was like that before. It was me trying to find out what was wrong that I changed it.
Okay. Okay, now go to the null. Yeah, edit it. Just type it out instead of using the function.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still.
Okay, click on the arrow. Expected parentheses or comma where past argument sum. Okay, you are missing the closing parentheses after the equals for the first one. The equals 0.
This?
No, after the debt. You see, if you have an open parenthesis, you must have a closing parenthesis.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Okay. Let me start. Let me
no.
go back and do it right. That's when I put the sum, the expression, right? That's what you're talking about.
No, okay, just type in sum total debts. Now put a closing parenthesis. Remember the total, yeah. So always remember how calculation works. If you have an open parenthesis, you must have to close it.
Okay.
All right. Type, remove the, you see in your end, you have a closing parenthesis there. That should not be closing parenthesis. So remove it. Okay. So it's valid now.
Yes. It is.
All right. Okay. All right. So we have the rest people here. Let me quickly so hello everyone. Can you all see my screen? Hello.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, all right. Yesterday, we were trying to figure, for those of us that were here yesterday, we were trying to figure out how to correct these countries that have no cases. Remember, yesterday they were they were coming up as red up here, and we're trying to figure it out. So the reason for that was in the calculation. And that was what we were explaining before you all joined. So let me just quickly take a minute and explain that again. So if you go to the calculation, remember yesterday we did, if this is equals 0, null, and then, and we did all these categories, then after this 500, we said else give us 6. So we wanted to use the 6 to categorize everything above 6,000. Remember? Ejiro and Victor, the two of you were here yesterday.
Yes.
So that was what was giving us that error. So now I realized that for me to Tableau was pulling both the nulls into the 6,000 because it says else. What the X function does, everything that does not meet any of this argument here is going to put them together as else. So what I did was to change this aggregation here to say if it's greater than 6,000, call it 6, and I remove the else function. So with that, I got my null value, because right now we have those that are equal to 0, it's giving us null, and then everything above 6,000 is going to give us 6. So that was what I used to fix this. You get it?
Let me
So
see.
basically, I was just distinguishing between those that are above 6,000 cases and those that have no cases. So if I use the else function, give me the rest, it's going to just put everything together that is not between 1 and 5 and put them into the else and 6. So separating the above 6,000 from the null give me this null value. And all I did was to go to my color and just assign this null value to gray, because I believe gray, like, it shows that those countries are still, they don't have no cases, but you are free to use any color, but try to use color that symbolize peace or life, because in those countries, they don't have no cases of coronavirus. So, and also say what this calculation does, let's say, God forbid, for example, Anguilla have like 1 case of coronavirus, it's going to adjust itself automatically and put Anguilla in this color here and take it away from the green, because Anguilla now doesn't fall within this null value anymore. So that's what the calculation does. Any question? Do you want us to just do this graph again? I know it's a little bit complicated, but it's
confusing, yeah.
Okay, so let me open a new worksheet. Okay, fresh. Now, what I wanted to do, I want to show the number of cases, of death cases by each country. Okay, and I want to also use color to show the rates of the deaths by each country. So I want the users to look at the color trail and see that those with high cases have like a deep red color and flow all the way to those that have no cases. And those that have no cases, I'll just make it green, for example. Now, there are various ways of doing it, like what I did on my chart here. I said I just did this in a lazy man way, okay? If I have to do this like this again, all I have to do is bring in my country into my rows. Then I'll just bring in the deaths, the total deaths into tests. And then I'll go to this marks here and change this into square. Okay. And then I can just bring in the color coding, for example, just bring in the color calculations and then I'll just sort it to make it ascending, and then I can just increase the size of the square. This can still work, but it's not going to be, it doesn't look neat. okay? And the color will not sit on each color neatly. So this is just a lazy man way of achieving what you want to do. But if you want like get professional and really do a neat work, then you have to do a little bit of tweak of getting this requirement done. So let's do it the right way so that each color can sit on the country. For example, here now you see that Italy have more dead case. So they should have like red color depicting the death rate all the way to like Spain. Now you can see that China have only 3,000 death case. So the color should change a little bit to quickly show that China and France are not as bad in terms of death rate compared to Spain and Italy, okay? So let's do it the professional way, all right? And that we have to do a little bit of tweak. So to achieve this, we will create a placeholder, or what you call a dummy table. Depending how you want to call it, a placeholder or dummy table. I'll double click here and just type in 0. And I'll double click here again and type in 0. Okay, everybody please watch. We will all do this again. And then because I want to show it by country, I'll just bring in country in my view. So now we have this little view here. So these two dummy table here, they don't affect anything in the data. They don't change anything. It's just a placeholder, like a dummy table, like Mumu. They are just there, like zombie. They are just looking. So you will have to tell them what to show. So here now, let's clean up these two marks here. I'll right click either of these marks here because I don't need it. I'll just click on show header. Okay. So right now, the first one here, you see, we have two marks here. This first marks here is for this mark. This second mark here is for this mark. Okay, that's how dual axis work. If you're trying to dualize your chart, you're going to have two marks, and then you can just lay them over each other. It's a trick, but it works, and it works perfectly, 100%. So all of these marks here represent these two marks here. Any changes that you make in these all marks here will affect these two marks. But any changes that you make in each of these marks here will only affect this, and this will only affect this. We get it? Do we get it?
Yes.
Okay, all of the marks for any change that you make here will affect this too. So if you're trying to like format each of these marks, it's advisable you go to the marks that you want to make that change. For example, if I want to make any change here now on this first mark, I will go to this mark here, or you can just click on this, it will open the mark for you. If I click on this now, it will open the second mark for me. So I'm going to go to the first mark here, and I'll make this a square. Okay, because I want to make this, use this for the color coding. And then I will go to my second mark here, which is this one. I want to show the debt, the total debt for each country, because I'm trying to lay the debt rate on top of the color and align them properly. You get it? So I'll put the debt rate in test here, in test, and I can just change this to like test. All right. So now if you look at this little dotted line,
is it rate you're doing? Debt rate, is it debt rate you are doing, or total debt?
Total debt. I want to show the total debt by country. Okay.
Yeah, but I think you move rate also. Okay.
No, debt rate. Okay. Yeah, you can use any measure for this. Just know however you want to use it. You can show any metric here. It doesn't matter. So quickly, I'll just format these lines. I don't want those little dotted lines. I'll quickly go to my format. And I will remove my 0 lines. Another one, I can go here and remove my 0 lines. And then let me go to my, okay, let me remove my grid lines as well. Okay, so that gets rid of those lines in between. So now, what do I have to do? I will have to create a dual axis so I can put this mark here on top of this and have them lay together. So how do I do that? It's very simple. Most of us here know. All I have to do is go to this little mark here and click on dual axis to dualize them, to make them into one view. I'll click on dual axis, so everything comes together in place now. So you can see that it already giving me some measure, this color measure. That's not the color I want to use. All I have to do is just drag it off, go to this second one here and drag it up as well. Okay, so right now I can go to this first one because this first mark here is what I change to square. So I want to change that square to my color coding that we just created here, the color depth calculation. If you go into it, this is what the calculation that we created. And what this calculation is saying is if the sum of total depth is equals 0, give us null, okay? And if the sum of total depth is equals 100 and less, make it 1. If it's equals 1,000 depths and less, give us 2. If it's equals 2,000 and less, give us 3. If it's equals 4,000 and less, give us 4. If it's equals 6,000 and less, give us 5. Now, anything above 6,000, give us 6. Now, the reason why I'm categorizing this range by this string here is so that I can assign color to each of the group. What this calculation is doing is basically grouping all those depth rate by country. So all the countries that have depth above 6,000 is going to group them under 6. All those that have depth rate that's 6,000 and less is going to group them into 5. So you are basically creating a group, and we're going to use that group to create our color palettes. Do we get it? Any question? Any question?
No.
Okay, so now I'll click OK. So all I have to do is go to my first mark here and drag that calculated field. Now, because this calculated field here is a number, Tableau will try to aggregate them for you. You're going to think this is a measurable number, but these are not measurable number. They are just dimensional number used to group this. Okay, and you can even do it this way, like say if it's equals to 1, call it low, for example. But once you are using a string to calculate, you have to quote it. Okay.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yeah.
That 3 dependencies, what does it mean? Because it's not showing in the calculated field. At the bottom before I apply.
Okay, this is just telling us that there are 3 worksheets depending on this calculation.
Oh, okay.
We've used it before, so I'm just trying to re-explain to you again. So just telling you that there are 3 worksheets that are depending or using this calculation.
Okay.
All right. So you can call it by like using string, but you have to quote it. If you are using number, you don't have to quote. But if you are using string, you have to quote. All right. So right now, all I have to do is drag this color calculation into my color, and click. Just leave it there. So because we have used it before, Tableau is automatically assigning the color. But if you drag it in there and you want to assign the color, all you have to do is go to this color here, edit color, or you can double click on any of the color here. It's still the same thing, okay? So now we want to assign color with 6 being the most deadly rate, or those that have high depth volume. So I'm going to give this 6 here a thicker red. And for 4, I can make it this light red. For 3, I can make it this red. For 2, I can make it this. For 1, I'll just give it this. Now, for null value, because they don't have any case, I don't want to show them as in red. I want to use like a live color. And we all know that green represent life or good, you know, like when they say the land is green, it means the land is full of goodies, no problem, something like that. So I'm just going to go back to my color and look for green. And now I can select any of the green palettes here. I can use this for now. And all I have to do is click OK. So we see that now we have our color palette here. But right now, this is just showing based on the database sorting. So if I go to my sorting here and I click sort ascending, you can see that it's not really sorting because we have 2 dummy tables here. So if we want to sort, we will have to sort using this field here, using this field, country field. But how do we do that? Very easily. Yeah, you see this little drop-down button beside the heading there. Just click on it and go to field and use sort by sum of the death rates. So you click on it. Now it's going to sort by the sum of death rates. So now we have from the highest to the bottom. Okay, so right from here, we just need to do a little bit of tweak. And you can also give your chart a little bit of space. And then for us to make this this second mark color fill up the space, all you have to do is go to the color, the size, and just increase it, just so it fill up the whole of the box. So now you see that everything looks neat. Now each of the chart, each of the country have their own little box and the color is sitting and aligning properly. So if you scroll all the way down, you can see how the color works. Those countries that have no death cases, they're all in green, and all the ones that have 1 cases, they are light red, shows that nothing to really worry about, but they need to start, curbing the death rate. And as the grouping increase, you can see that those ones above 100, the color changes, and you can quickly see how the death rate compare all across. And from here, I can say, okay, let me hide my title. I don't need it. And I can also say, let me hide this. I don't need it. But you can leave yours however you want. So this is the professional, neat way to do it. Any question? Okay, so Dion, share your screen and do what we did.
Okay.
Don't worry about the one that we did before. Just do this again.
Okay.
All right. And everybody should work together to help her accomplish it, and then let somebody else get ready to share their screen to do it.
Okay, let's open it. Total debts. No.
Access.
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay, hide those zeros on the table, on the sheet, yes. Then go to the first one.
First, this one?
Yes, change it to square, not shape.
Yeah, I was going to go here before you said something. Thank you.
Then go to the second one and change it to text. Then you can drag the total debts in the label.
It's not supposed to be in the second one.
Which one?
The total debt is not supposed to be in the second one.
Yes, it's supposed to be in the second one.
Not because I was wondering.
Go and drag it off from the. Okay, all right.
Then take out the measure name from the color. Measure name from color.
And put it in the first one, color, that color.
The measure name, you need to take it out first.
I didn't see that. I thought I took it off. Okay, I took it from the second one.
The second one.
Supposed to remove the lines.
Yes.
I don't seem to see no line. Not showing. Oh. Did you really say anything?
Sorry, I have noise in my background.
Oh. Go ahead. Yeah. So where did I do the color? Right here? Yeah.
You can do it there. You can just double click on any. Remember, we are using a color palette.
Yes.
So go and change the automatic to like the red one.
Red.
Okay, so assign now.
I think it's okay.
But for the null, we want it to be green because there's nothing there. They don't have no case.
Okay. So, how do I change it now? Pick green from here.
Yes.
And then assign it to.
Just click on the null and choose the color that you want to assign to.
It's on. I clicked on it.
Now go and click on the green color. No, just click on the green first.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone I want. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
What else haven't I done? Sort. Don't know where that came from.
You can do from there as well, or you can just go to the countryside and.
That's where I did that from.
No, the one on your view, it's easier from there. The country under sheet 6.
Okay, right here.
Go to field and choose sort by sum total debt. You guys should be helping her.
Okay, I won't forget that one now. Okay, so to edit the color.
You've done that already, so all you have to do is
to expand it.
Yeah.
Where did I go to now?
Victor, can you help out?
They're not around today.
Oh, sorry. What should, okay. What?
I want to expand the color, like size it.
Okay, go to the first one.
Like this, right?
Yes.
But
first, see if you can widen that where you have the countries. Put your mouse by the side. Not the by this where you have the where you scroll, where you're supposed to scroll up and down. Yeah, by the side. Yeah, see if you can, so that you have the 2 arrow and drag it. Yes, like that. Can do it again.
Is it not too big?
If it's okay for you like that, it's okay.
It's okay because I'm going to put it by the map.
Yeah, okay, all right. So if you want to do any other further formatting here, it's up to you.
You can take out the country and the sheet.
Yeah. I need to name this one.
Okay, if you want to rename it or use it, it's up to you from here.
I'll think of a name now. I don't have any.
All right, but do we understand this now? Or do we need to practice one more time? Let's use somebody else. Victor, can you share your screen?
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Dion.
Okay.
AY, do you have your screen? Can you join us by sharing your screen?
Okay, this is me. Please, somebody help me here. This, how do I change this?
Go to, I think your color depth, right?
No, yes. This legend. How do I change it to so that it will have those boxes 1 to 6?
Who can tell him what?
I did something.
You change it from string to string, right? Or something.
Yes.
Okay. I can't remember. Let me not say what I do. But I think that's what it is.
The color depth. Go and change it to string. No, you change the depth rate. So make sure you know what you're doing. Change down back to number.
Numbers. Oh, I got it. I thought I said the wrong thing.
So I have to take this out.
You're right.
I take this out.
Yes, and put it back again.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay.
So now assign your color. Okay, nice.
What did I do? Oh, okay.
Do Control Z. You did keep only.
Remove that.
No. If you remove, you are removing it. Hide.
Hide.
Hide the color. Hide field
Fields
label.
and labels, yeah. Hide.
Okay.
All right. So, Ejiro, are we okay with this?
Did you work on your your color that or that color? Did you
Me?
do the new? Yes.
Let me see. I don't. Which?
Like the formula in there.
Yeah, I think he did because he
I
did.
did.
That's why he's
Good.
saying.
He has it.
that's
I'm
what-
trying to be
Let me.
because he wasn't here when we did it.
He was
Yeah.
watching from behind. Let me see your case and death by country.
Oh,
All right. So you're up to pace with us. All right. All right. Thank you. So let's put this dashboard together and then we can get done with this. And tomorrow we start a new project, something different. Okay.
Okay. You said you're going to show me how to do the flags.
Okay,
The
we
countries.
showed that to you. Yeah, it's just the same process that we use in bringing in that picture.
The virus.
Yeah, but we will show that to you, okay? But let's work on this dashboard. So if you want to like redesign your dashboard with the flag, you can do it. That would be like an extra exercise for you, okay? Because we have over 150 countries here. You have to like manually assign each country flag to it.
You have to be patient.
Yeah. All right. So now that we have this
the flag
here,
is it compulsory? As doing the flag, is it compulsory?
No, that was just Ejiro style.
Okay.
You know.
Not get that patient, man.
All right. Now let us also edit the color for the total cases. So let's show all the countries that doesn't have no case. Let's also make them green, right? So everything can be in sync. Let's see if you can edit that color. So here we just have to tweak this color, right? We all know what to do, right? It's just the same thing that we did for the total deaths, but this we are doing it for the total cases, so we can show countries that have no cases.
Change that to 0.
Yeah, change this to what? 0.
0 and then null.
Exactly. No, and then we're just gonna
6.
Let's remove this 6. Copy this and paste below and just change this to greater than 6,000. Then I did this to 6.
6.
All right, so everybody do that and make sure you change your color to the green so that those countries that have no case can be green. You didn't show? Let me see. Edit. This greater than 6,000. So why is it not showing? Let me go back here. Let me remove. Okay, it's because am I using this as an aggregate? Let me remove the color.
I think you changed it to a string, that's why.
Yeah, let me change the string now. That should give me what I want. And then
it's a string already.
Yeah, it's still not giving me.
It's a string now. I think you need to take it back to number. I don't know. I'm just saying back to number because we changed it the other time.
Yeah, no, it's a string now. It's still the same
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
But I want the null value because those countries that have no cases is
It's not showing.
yeah, it's also give us that null value here. So let's see what we did wrong. Okay, this one is coming up string. I don't want this to be string. Okay, okay, all right. That one is just Tableau stuff. Okay. Total case. 0 no. So some of those countries here that have no cases, they're supposed to be no. Not all the countries here have cases. Okay. I know why. So probably almost every country here have a case. Remember, this is case, total cases. So maybe every country here have cases, but here not all the countries have deaths. Get it? Do we get it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so almost all the countries have coronavirus cases, but not all of them have death yet. So that makes sense. So let's go back here and assign our color. I'll just use my red, red 6. I'll do this. So you can assign your color to keep the pace. Let me see, assign palettes. All right. Okay, so I'll just leave it this way for now. So this makes sense. All right, so everybody quickly assign your color and change the calculation. So what this is telling you right now that every countries of the whole world have a coronavirus case, but in the death rate, not all of them have death rates. I mean, death cases yet. Okay.
I thought they said Russia does not have any case.
No, they do have
They have
coronavirus
one.
cases. They do. For
They
example,
have one.
if I go here now and select Russia,
They have very little cases.
so they have 9 deaths so far, and they have 1,800 cases.
Really?
But, yeah, 1,800 cases, but they have 9 deaths. It's just that they don't. It's not as bad as their neighboring country, China, and that's why everybody's just keeping an eye on Russia and China. They know what's going on. Italy, Spain, that's thousands of miles away from China, is having high cases, but neighboring country like Russia, that just share border, have like minor cases, Okay, so let's quickly do that, and then let's put all this together in the dashboard.
Can I share?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I'm supposed, okay, this is what I did there. So here it's saying str.
Yeah, it's
because you changed it to string.
We changed it to string, yeah.
So it's okay like this?
Yeah, it's okay. Tableau brought in that string for you, or you can even write your own calculation like this if you know. But once you change it to string or integer, Tableau does that for you, so it's okay.
Okay, so what do I do now? I take this color to this place?
It's already there for you. It's already there. It's the same color. It's still the same.
It's just to edit the other side, yeah.
It's just to change this to green.
No, there's no green because every country have a case of coronavirus.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's okay.
So okay then.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thanks.
All right. So are we all okay now? So let's put all this together in a dashboard. All right. So here is where I want you guys to watch, because I'm going to do this quickly, so we all going to do it and be in sync. Okay, I know Ijiro is ahead of us for here, but for the sake of the others, let's just watch and see how we can quickly put this together in a dashboard. So I'm going to open my dashboard, and I will use my fixed size. I'll use my 1200 by 1200 for now. I can change if I want. So I want to bring in my world map here. So I'll just drag it and leave it in here. Okay. And I don't need this legend, I'll just delete it. I don't need this, I'll just delete it. Okay. So everything's looking good so far, right? And then I want to go to my KPI. This is my KPI here, the death rate. I'll just drag it and put on top. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm just trying to split this map into two for now. Just make sure that is dividing the view into two, just like what you're seeing, and just leave it. And then all you have to do is come to this little drop down here, click on fit entire view.
Entire view.
And then just drag it, just come between the edge here and make sure that this little hand here change to 2 edge arrow, and then click down and just drag it up. Okay. And just drag it up. So you are resizing. So I can just double click on this title as well and just make this 10 bold and make it black, and then just make it center. So this is actually however you want to format it. And then I'm going to go back and bring in this table here that shows the last table that we just created. I'm just going to show this like deaths by country. You can name it whatever you feel is needed for you. Then I want to put that because it's like a vertical long table. So I want to put it by the side here, okay? Or you are free to put yours either by the left or right. It doesn't make no difference, or how your user wants it. So I'm just going to drag this. Watch me, it's very flexible. Just click on it and drag it until it splits your vertical table into two, and just leave it. So don't worry about this messy stuff. You're going to rearrange it, okay? It takes less than a minute. This legend, I'll just delete it. Then now, because I use entire view, it's just pushing everything into place. So it shows that entire view for this table is not the best. So I'm just going to go back here and change it to like, I can use standard, or I can go back here and use fit width. So it's going to fit the width and then still give me a space to scroll down. So all I have to do right here now is like, okay, I can resize my table a little bit to give the country space, and then resize the container itself. I want to resize it again. So here you have to play around to see how it's going to work well for you. Then on the title, I'll just double click and bold, make it 10, make it black and center, and click apply. And click OK. Now you can also say, okay, you want this map here to be below this your ledge, this top chart here. Maybe you want all your KPI to be above all the country, and you want the countries to align with the map. It's very easy. All you have to do is click on this and drag this a little bit upward. You see, just drag it out on top. So now you see that the container is laying on top of the death by country chart, and just leave it. All you have to do again and just drag this one up, resize it, and there you go. So you see now, so this container is very easy. It's however you want to like place them, okay? Then we have one more KPI, right? Which is this one right here. So I'm going to drag this one on the side here. I can make this also fit view. And I'll just hide the title. I don't need that. Now I have what I needed. Now we also have the picture that we brought in yesterday. So how do I bring in that picture? There are a lot of ways. You can just come in here and click on image. Let's say you have the picture saved to your desktop. You can just come in here and click on image, drag image to the view here, and then go and look for where you save the image. So I already saved mine to the desktop. Or you can do it the way you did has and create a worksheet and bring in the image. It's still the same because the image is just dummy. Actually, it doesn't make no difference. It's just a dummy picture. So I'll just click this OK and click OK here.
Sorry, sir. Sorry to cut you short. Where did you drag that image from?
Okay, I'll do this again. Right here, you see there's an image
Okay.
under object here.
Okay.
But make sure you save the picture to your desktop on your computer.
Okay, so you have to take it from the repository and put it on the desktop.
No, you can just do it the way Jiro did it, or you can do it this way.
Okay.
Now, but the one that Jiro did have more advantage in the sense that if you want to use that picture to represent a data, you can use it that way. But the one I'm using now is just a dummy picture. I cannot use it to represent any data. I cannot link the data to it. Okay, so for now, I'm not going to click on my image and drag it to here. Then you're going to open up this little box. I'll click search image, click the image I want to use, click OK. I want to fit the image and click apply and click OK. So now I have my image in here. I might just have to resize it or let me start to make it a little bit full. Okay, all right. And then I can come in here and resize this one as well. All right, and there we go. So one more thing that I need to do again is to bring in my filter so that user can select the countries. Okay, so I have to go in here, go to my filter, and bring in country. Again, don't worry about this mess it's going to create. All I have to do is go and format it to little drop down, apply to all on dashboards. I want it to apply to everything. Click OK. And then I also want to format it to have the show apply button. And then I want to float it because I don't want it to be a tile. I'm just going to float it and then just drag it somewhere here on top here. And I can also just adjust the sizes and double click on make this center and click OK. And lastly, I want to give like an edge just to border everything on my dashboard here. I can go in here and say, okay, select container. So it's showing me that I don't have that container right here. I want to see if I can get all of the container that is contained. Now, so it's highlighting all of the container on the inside of my dashboard. So I can just go to layout here and just give it a border. I can use black and that's it. So I have my dashboard ready. So lastly, I'll just name this whatever I want to name it. I'll call it COVID-19 reports for now. And there you go. And then I can also right click and hide all my worksheets. And all these ones right here, because all these were we are just for training, I can just delete all this because I don't want to publish multiple table of the same things. Let me delete all this. Okay, let me unhide the worksheets. Unhide. Let me delete this one, delete, and then I'll just delete this one as well. I'll delete, which one is this? Header worksheet, okay, and I'll delete this last one. So now I have only my report ready for publish, and then I can just go to like save. So to publish it and let it, and I click on save. It's going to ask me if I want to replace my existing one on the server. I says yes, and my report is ready.
Okay, that's what I've not done.
Okay, so now you share your dashboard, Dion, so we can all use your report to finalize this report. And everybody, please work as a team. We have less than 1 hour. Let's everybody have their dashboard now to be published. Okay. This is okay. All right, so go ahead and keep formatting. If this is how you want to keep it, it's good.
I've finished.
You finished?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nice. So format your well, I like your color customized, so everybody's in those countries in black means the devil is working on the country, right?
They need deliverance. It's all white soon.
You know, so one more thing, make sure you test your filters. Okay, so go and select one, let's say Nigeria, for example. Oh, no, on your filter,
Okay. Okay.
No, just on this search button here, just search for Nigeria. You don't have to drag. Okay. Now, so now you still have one case in Nigeria of death, so which means you have to update your reports, your data.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right. So it's working good now. So on that COVID-19 pics there, you don't need to put the pics there unless you want to leave it.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, let me put it back here. So
just on that little X font that have X there, just click on that. That will remove the
take it back from me. Okay.
Yeah. So
let me edit it then.
You can just remove the worksheet name and leave it blank.
Okay.
No, where you are now, just double click.
Just delete it.
Yeah, delete and click OK. That should get rid of it.
I think I need to resize it a bit then.
Okay, or do Control Z. Do Control Z.
Or you can just hide the heading.
You can just hide it as well.
Just right click there and hide it.
Okay. Now, also on your cases, go and sort it. It should be total cases first, total cases, deaths, total deaths, no, total case, total recovery. Just try to make the number ascending. All right.
Okay.
All right. But you are good to go. All right. You do that and then let Victor share his screen. Victor, share your screen. Victor, are you there?
Dion, did you edit your tooltip?
I'm here.
Yeah, yes, I think I did.
Okay,
Why do you ask? Sorry.
Okay, because if you don't edit your tooltip, it will show total debt has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So you are supposed to just edit that.
I think I did.
Just
I'm here to do
over
the rate, and I will do that.
No, keep
Okay.
going. We still have time. We want to make sure that everybody have their dashboard published today.
Okay.
All right. So, Ejiro, can you help Ejiro and Gian? Can you help Victor get to where we are right now?
Is this thing? Is this correct?
No. What's INT?
It's because he changed it to integer. Okay.
Okay.
So I should leave it.
Okay. So it's okay.
Decimal. Okay. But it's still showing. Okay.
You changed it to whole number. That's what it means. It's supposed to have, if you want, decimal. If you want.
Sorry, debt rate. Whole number, eh?
Just leave it. Just leave it. Don't worry. Just leave it.
Because you'll still change it to percentage.
Yes.
Okay. The new case rate. Let me see if this one is also correct.
Yes.
So what do I do now?
Total case rate.
Okay.
Recovery rate. Okay, you have recovery rate and new debt rate.
Okay.
That's new debt rate.
And recovery rate.
Recovery is up there.
Recovery rate. Okay, so good. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4, is it not?
Yes. 4. I think, yeah.
So do I put it in test or?
Do you put what in text? Sorry.
This rates.
Yes, just drag it to yes, put it in text. Drag the rates. Drag all of them, then you change it to table.
Okay. Right.
Okay, trying to do which of the rate is he doing now?
He's doing the
debt rate, new case rate, new debt rate.
Okay, the table for all the
rates, okay. Yeah.
Recovery rate. It's 4. Wow, how come? What happened? It's only 2. Okay, new case rate, recovery rate, new case rate, debt rate is not showing. Let me do it again. Debt rate first, huh? Here. I should just do the table now.
Yes, go ahead and do the table.
As this is what's showing.
Let me see.
Let me start all over. Okay, debt rate.
Debt rate.
In test. Then a new case rate. In test.
Change it to table. Just change it to table first.
See, only one showing. Oh, this is in color.
It's in color. I was going to tell you that.
Why is it like this? Hey, Professor.
Let me see what's going on.
Wait, are you really picking you're supposed to pick the ones that the calculated field that I don't think you're picking those ones.
Okay, let me check again. Okay, this actually did this debt rate. I did the calculated field, which is this.
Yeah, just drag it. I don't think that's what you dragged.
Okay, debt rate into test. Then
see the table is showing there. Click on the table.
So what's showing?
It's in color. It's showing. You see color there.
I was wondering why it was like that.
Okay. So debt rate.
Yes, the new case rate.
Now, Victor, you are using your debt rate as a string. That's why it's blue.
Oh, so I should change it? No, it's not. Should I change it to a whole number?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
What I would say is you should drag it up to dimensions, then drag it back down so that it will change to measure.
Drag it up from the color first. Just drag it up from there. So go and drag that, like Ejiro said, drag it to dimension. Go to, no, edit. Go to the edit. Let's see what you did wrong. Edit it. Okay, now what you're going to do?
It has integral there.
Yeah, remove the integer there. Just remove it for now. Remove the brackets. I remove the last bracket, the last one as well. I click OK. So now go back. It's still showing up as an integer. I mean, as a string.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do? Just delete it. Delete.
But it wasn't a string before. It was a decimal.
Just delete it and then create another calculation now and quickly do it.
Jesus.
Okay.
Okay, so now drag it now to
drag it.
To test. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You need to change it to
debt rate, new case rate, new debt rate.
Yes.
So what happened now? Okay. Then recovery rate. That's it.
Yes, but are you supposed to change the fraction to a whole number, or is it supposed to be in decimals? It's not supposed to be in decimals.
You change it to percentage.
To percentage.
Okay. So format.
No, it's not formatting.
It's not format.
You go to the numbers, go down where the measure value is on your left-hand side. Go down to under the marks.
Oh,
down,
okay.
go down.
Down.
Click the drop-down button in each of the numbers and format it.
Make it percentage.
Okay.
You can sort it now so that you don't have to be like mine.
Okay. Is it red?
Yes. No. Where is it?
Yes.
Go to the sheet. Supposed to be red all.
Okay. So so
Is
the
your
directory
red
should
not to
be,
tick?
huh?
I mean, your red. It's okay. If that's how you want to show it.
Oh, you said it's too thick.
It's not too thick. Go to more
Okay.
color and make it a little bit light. Yeah, that's better. And click OK. And then go change the rest now to that color. That's better. All right.
So you were saying something just now that I should rearrange it.
Sort it, yes, so that the bigger numbers will come from up, like you see them
Oh,
in
okay.
descending order.
Okay. Thanks. So that's it.
Um,
Okay. So set fees there. I like using range. Let me use range. Range.
Hi, Joshua. So you can have more space.
Okay. Mm.
You can put the debt by country, since it's long, like by the side, on the right-hand side. Change the view. The numbers are not showing properly. I don't know. Is that how you want it?
Which one?
Like you
Oh,
yes,
okay.
you minimize the space that it took of all the numbers.
Okay. Thanks.
You can also give the word a little bit of space. Just a little. Okay, that's good. And then adjust the color now to give. That's good. All right.
Then take this one off, right?
Sorry, if you want to.
So why is mine small like this?
Make it entire view, and then you should have some other to bring in. So just bring everything in, and then you start formatting so everything aligned the way you want it.
And okay, I'm through.
You
Okay,
have the diagram. You
Yeah, I
haven't
will
put
do
it.
that. I'll put that later. I don't have it.
okay, all right. Okay. So
So that's it.
that's it. And then bring in your filter,
Your
apply
filter.
to
Yeah.
all and float it. Okay. So now, one thing I want us to do again is to quickly update our data. So Dion, you can go to the site, copy those data and update. Now,
Okay.
remember to exclude the word because we don't really need the word. Okay. And Victor, you can watch us while we do that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But try to finish up your. So this is mine right here. I'm just going to go to that same sheet. I will refresh. And I will just sort it. And then I will copy. So I'll copy this. And then I'll go to my Excel. If you can see my Excel. And then just paste. All right, then before I saved it, I'll go to the Word. I don't need it. Word here, I'll just click on that entire line and I will delete. And then I can save this now. So once it's saved, I go to my dashboard. Can you see my dashboard?
Yeah.
And then I'll go to data, go to this sheet COVID-19, and I will refresh. Click OK. And let it refresh. So everything is up to date now. You can see that total cases is 932. If I go to the website, I have 932 total cases. So my data has refreshed properly. And then I'll just click on save here. You're going to replace this same data source and click save and click yes. That's all. So that's all you have to do if you put this data every day.
Okay.
Okay. Are we done? Now, because I exclude my word calculation, you can see that I don't have that word here anymore. It's gone. Are we good?
I don't think my own has changed.
Okay, all right. Share your screen.
I did it, but
Yeah, share your screen. All right.
so I have it here, but
No, where did you paste it?
I've put it in the Excel sheet.
Okay. Did you save it?
Yes, I did.
Did you remove the word?
Yes, no world, no.
Okay, all right, so go to
total.
your Excel. I mean, go to your Tableau. No, your word is still there.
Hold on, it's there.
And save it again now.
Okay. So now here.
Go back to the Excel sheet. I didn't see you save it.
I did.
Go to the save key on top there.
I did Control S.
Okay, Control S. Okay. All right. So go to your Tableau. Where you go, when you want to update, all you have to do is go to the data, reset file. Go to the data, reset file. Go to the
refresh.
Corona versus Corona stuff. Where are you? You can refresh it from here actually. Okay, but you don't have to go through this long process. Okay, right from your worksheet or from your dashboard, you can just do it from there. So click on refresh data source now.
I've done it, but it didn't change. Well, to me, I don't think it changed.
Go to your dashboard. Okay, now from here, go to your data. Go to Sheets, Corona. Refresh. Okay, just wait a little bit.
Because I kept doing it, I didn't see anything change. That's why I said it did not change.
So
now it has changed.
So you just have to do it the easiest way and wait. Okay. So now, what do you have to do here? Hide all your worksheets. When you're publishing your reports, always publish only your dashboard. Don't always forget that. All right, so now click on save. Now remove that work in progress because it's no longer a work in progress. You can call it report. Okay, so you have your dashboard and you can share this with your family to track the corona worldwide, but make sure you keep updating the data so that since people are using it. Now you see on your title, you still have case debt work in progress. So since you finalize your dashboard, you don't want to put anything work in progress there.
Progress, okay.
So now go back to your dashboard quickly and your laptop battery is almost dying, you know.
Oh.
So let's quickly finish this so we use the next 20 minutes to answer some interview questions based on what you've done so far.
So hide the title.
No, you don't have to hide it, or you can hide it.
So I
do Control D. You can just edit it to double click on it and remove the work in progress. Or you can rename it from here. Just put Corona cases death case across the world, you know. Now, put some space between the slash space, and then go back to the case and put some space there as well. All right. And then now you can republish.
Okay. Should I take off this? Does it matter?
No, you can just center it or leave it, or however you want to do it. Now, like I told you before, get used to formatting your dashboard the way you want it to look, how you want to present. Imagine you are going on your first date with a guy. You want to present yourself nice, beautiful, nice gown, nice shoes. So think of your dashboard the same way. You want to impress the users of your report, that once they see it, to say, oh, wow, I like the dashboard. Now you get to the validation area or using the data. So here, for the dashboarding, you have to get skillful with the way you want your dashboard to look. Okay?
Okay.
I tried doing the way you did yours by clicking on image to upload the coronavirus image on the dashboard. It's not working.
Did you download it to your desktop?
Yes.
Okay.
And you saved it.
I saved it. No, I saved it. I downloaded it. I downloaded.
Okay. Okay, Jim, you are good.
Thank you.
Okay, this is it.
It's because you are floating.
Oh.
You are floating the image. So now just close it.
Okay.
No, go to that little drop down.
Okay, let me go to the image again. I'll go to choose,
Okay.
Then this, open. Okay.
You can fit image. Now drag it to where you want to put it, and then go and fit it. No, make sure you have to
click on that.
Dragging on that tag.
Okay. Oh.
And then you can format it from there. Go to that little drop down, make it fit. Fit. And then you can just keep adjusting here until everything looks good. Okay. Then your country, you should float your country on top of the chart.
Can't get bigger than this?
Because it's picture, so just have to play with it. It's okay that way.
Okay.
Now for your country, float your country filter. Your country float it. No, it's
to drop down.
Yeah, it's on float now.
It's not float yet.
It's supposed to come into the map if it's float. No, take the drop down.
Go to that little drop down.
And then you see floating here.
Okay.
Then you can pull it down there.
Or you can expand the width if you want, or you can just leave it that way.
So if I click on this, it doesn't work.
Which one?
On this floating.
If you just
if it's
on dashboard already, you have to go and float it from the dashboard.
Okay.
But before you bring it in, if you float it from there, then it's going to float.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so try and format this. Let's to work on this interview question. Now, let me start with Ejiro. Based on what we've done so far here, now in the interview, and they ask you, can you take us through your most complex dashboard? Can you take us through the process of how to finish of your dashboard? How can you summarize what you've done so far with this in 3 minutes.
Can I share my dashboard?
Okay. And Dion, please listen. Victor, also
Mhm.
listen, okay? Because this is part of the interview. They will ask you, take us through your most complex report or dashboard. They are expecting you to look at one of your projects and take them through how you did it from start to finish. And it shouldn't take all day. Just summarize within 2-3 minutes, okay? Go straight to the point, how you got your data, how you validate, how you interact with the project manager, and what was the outcome of the report? What did the users of the report feel? You know, so summarize the work with this. Okay, go ahead, Ejiro.
Okay, once the requirement was given to me, I looked through the data to confirm that, to validate it and make sure that I had enough information. And so I had a meeting with the project manager and got all the information I required for the project. And I got to work. I cleaned the data. After cleaning it, I uploaded it through Tableau Prep and then uploaded it in the Tableau server. Then I started working on it. I first of all did the KPIs, and I also created table calculations for the rates. After that, I imputed the flags for the countries, also downloaded the picture of the COVID-19 virus. After doing that, I put them in a dashboard and included filters so that the customer or the client can drill down to the specific information or drill down to the detail that they require. And that's how I got my dashboard. And while I was doing the process, I was always going to the project manager to confirm that what I was doing was in line with the requirements. Sometimes the clients, and we also got back to the client, and the clients changed the requirements once or twice or tweaked it, and we're able to tweak it on the dashboard.
Absolutely. So answer the question, just see me as a project manager, okay? Just see me and picture me that way. So that will just give you a perfect idea to answer the question. Nice, excellent. Now, Dion, if you start an interview and they ask you, can you take us through your most complex dashboarding from start to finish? How did you go about it? You don't have to share your dashboard with me, but if you want to, you can go ahead. But through what you say, they want to see what you did, how you did it, who used it, and what was their feedback. Or
Okay.
let me give you an example of how I will answer that question. I would say I got a requirement to develop a dashboard to track and monitor the COVID-19 outbreak. And during the process, the data wasn't yet available. So people were mostly scrambling data every here and there. So I got one of the CDC website where they update the report of cases live. So from there, I was able to wrangle my data and do some validation and saw that the data was in line with up-to-date information with the coronavirus. There, I work hand in hand with the project manager to validate what the requirement was, who is going to be the user, who are the customers, and what are their expectations. So with this in line, I approached my development, developed my dashboard. During the process of me developing it, I validated every step of the process with the project manager. And at the end of the day, I put out the dashboard for so that the users can start using the report to track the COVID-19 cases. And the feedback I got was to make some changes, and this were requirement change. I quickly incorporate the changes to the dashboard and release it so that the users can have up-to-date analysis of the COVID reports. See? that's how I'll try to put everything I did into it. So, Dion, your turn. You tell me your most complex report.
Okay, my most complex report was the one for the coronavirus cases. And the project manager gave me all the requirements I needed for that information, for that dashboard that I was going to do, and the users, and the people that will be working with it. And so I did the KPI for it, and also showed the project manager, while I was working on it, to validate the information that I put, if it was okay, before it was published for the users to use it. So when they were, while they were using it, they had a little more requirements that needed to be tweaked on the dashboard, and it came back to me. I did that and put it back for them to use it.
Absolutely. So what you just said now is that after you release the dashboard, that you keep on just what they call in software development. Once the software is released, that's what they call maintenance. So what you are just doing is maintenance. They tell you to tweak this, you go back and tweak it and release it again. So that's good. Okay, for start, that's good. Victor, how about you?
That was good.
I just need
She did well.
To get familiar with the wordings, like,
Don't worry. I'm just throwing this out so you can start getting used to the interview, what they might ask you. So as you are developing, you can start framing your own words. What if they ask me my most difficult dashboard, how I did it, what was the result? So as you are working, you can start getting used to what you did. So it will be easier for you to answer because now it's part of you. You get it?
And I also like to know the reporting chain.
Don't worry, we get to all that. We get to all
Okay.
that. This is just a start. We're just getting our hands dirty yet.
Okay.
Right? So Victor, go ahead.
Can I share, please? That's what will help me.
No, just look at it and tell us. We don't want to see. Just tell us what you see.
Okay. The most difficult work I did was the one on the coronavirus. Yeah, it was difficult because I had to go to, the data they had was not well formed. So I had to go to the website to work on the data. And after doing that, I met the project manager, and both of us went through the requirement. And I was able to form a dashboard, and I was also able to present what they wanted. So every day I had to go to the website to refresh the data so that it will be up to date.
Okay, all right. It's good for a start. We need polishing, but we're going to get there. But have it in mind, as you walk through different requirements, start using that to like rate what you've done, okay, what you're capable of doing, how you did it, and get used to some of the terms in this environment. Calculator field, using dates calculations, pivoting your data, bringing the data from multiple sources, blending data, using different kind of join or using some kind of custom SQL to join your data. Try to frame your words using all those phrases, okay? The reason be it, now, you see, this coronavirus, nobody likes what is going on, okay? I pray very soon all this mess will be over. It's going to blow up the market. You know why? Because right now, every country is going to be on their own. You understand? Most of those companies that outsource jobs to outsiders, even before now, Trump have tried to kill that H-1B visa. So a lot of the outsourcing jobs have been coming back to US. Now, a lot of them are going to come back because they going to close up most of their offshore stores because nobody wants to travel, nobody knows where this is going. So the job is going to be exploding here in America. You want to get yourself ready, and you want to put yourself in a position that your first interview, you should knock it out. And you can do it. You can. Nobody says you cannot. You understand? You can even go for an interview. All they ask you is, can you do calculation? You say yes. They say, okay, you have the job. I told you of a guy that got a job. This was last month or last two month ending. All they asked was that, can you use the software? Yes. And I said, okay, when can you join? Can you join on Monday? Yes. That was it. So don't see those interviews as a big hurdle to scale. See them as easy, but prep yourself. Know what you've done at the back of your hand, how you did it, and frame your word with those key terms. Okay. All right.
Yeah, Professor, please, I need help with my data. I don't know my data source.
Okay.
I don't know where I saved it.
Okay.
You put it on your documents now.
I
always have a folder.
I see it in my document, but it's still not.
Okay, share your screen. Now go to your data source. Data source on your bottom left, yes. And click try, retry. It's because it's not seeing the part, that's why it's doing that. So click retry. It's not going to work, Abby. It's not working, right?
No, it's not working.
So now click on your data source again. It should take you somewhere. Click cancel. Go to data and go to edit data source. Okay, now just open up on your computer, open up your search, your document.
I should search my document.
Just open up that little folder icon.
This one. Okay, you can't see it.
No, you go to your Zoom and just, instead of clicking on the worksheet, just click share screen. I think that's how to share anything you do. Click on your share and then you see screen. Click on that so you can see anything. Okay, all right. Go to your quick access.
Quick access.
Now this is your COVID-19, right?
Yes, that's my COVID-19.
Okay, so I will copy this. Just cut it out.
Cut or copy?
You can cut it or copy. And go to your desktop and paste it there.
Go to my desktop. Okay.
You can put it in your folder, in your Tableau folder. If you have one folder where you put all your stuff.
In fact, I stop my Tableau, my.
Okay, now put it there now. Drag that folder and just drag it on top. So now go to that Excel file.
This one or the one I copied?
No, this one now. This one now.
Yeah.
Go to file.
File.
File. Save as. Go to save. Okay.
Save a copy.
You just save it in your download before that's why. No, save a copy. You go to your browse and locate that file and save it there. No, replace it with that. You just click on that COVID-19 and that file. Okay. So now, okay, now so go back to your Tableau.
Jaden, that thing is too loud. Can you turn the volume down for me, please?
Then go to your data and let's replace your data.
Data here
Yeah.
and here. Edit, right?
Click on edit if it lets you.
Yay.
Now, hold on, go and create that part now. Go to that connection, that COVID-19, no, the one on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little drop down here, edit connection.
Then
Now,
go to the desktop, right?
yeah, so create that part so Tableau know where the file is. And click on that file now and click open. Click OK.
It says it's already in use.
Enter a new name or choose the file that I want to open on that program. Okay. What you want to do, hold on, just click OK.
Okay.
You can close that Excel file now. Just
This one?
Yeah, close it.
And click open here.
Yes.
Okay.
So now you've created a path for it now. So go back to your dashboard. Everything should just take a little while to work. Now save it now. And then you can open your Excel now and only just copy there, refresh.
Okay.
Okay. So the refresh is good now.
Thank you.
All right. Now, lastly, I wanted to say something based on what you said yesterday, Jiro. You said you'll be trying to create that ranking chart, the bubble chart. You know.
Yeah.
Now, in the real world, if you want to create a bubble chart, that kind of ranking chart, and you forgot how to create it, what will you do?
I'll browse.
Yeah, just go on YouTube and type in how to create ranking chart in Tableau and follow the steps. You know, that's why I said you don't have to. You don't have to know everything in your head, but always know where to get your resources. That's the most important thing. For me, there's some calculations I don't have in my head, and I'm not bothered trying to cram them. But when I need to use them, I know where to go and get them. Okay? So by tomorrow, we start working on a new kind of requirement. We're going to start using parameter. Parameters are good. They are more that how do you call it? They enable you to create dynamic view on your charts. We're going to use a lot of filters and calculations, okay? So with this, you start getting used to calculations and a lot of complex analysis. Okay, Dion?
I have a question, please.
Okay.
I just realized that before you copied the data from the website, you first of all sorted it. And I didn't do mine like that. Am I going to?
No, you don't have to, but however you copy your data, stay with that convention. That's just what I said. So if you are used to sorting alphabetically, make sure that whenever you go back to copy, you copy it alphabetically. It doesn't really matter anyway. Tableau will sort it for you automatically anyway.
Okay.
But so that you can have like a trace or track of if anything go wrong, you know which step to follow. So stay with one convention.
Okay, let me ask a question. If you initially sorted it and you used it to create your dashboard, and the next day you want to refresh and you did not sort, Tableau will still sort it for you, right?
Yeah, definitely. Tableau,
okay.
Let's just country as country. It will still do it for you. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just for you to stay with one way of doing it and one method. So if anything go wrong, you can easily retrace your step where things went wrong and you can quickly fix it.
Okay.
All right. All right. Thanks everyone and have a good evening. Stay safe.
Good evening.
I wanted to ask a funny question, eh?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, assuming now if I just copy there, let's say I just copied from that website now, and copy it into Excel. Then the first data I had before, I take it off and just upload this new one without going through that step of replacing the way you did it. What will happen?
So as long as you copy the right data, Tableau will sort it for you. Nothing will happen.
Even though I don't, like, normally what you do, copy and replace. If I don't copy and replace, like I just upload a new fresh data now.
Say for example, this way right now, let's say, let me refresh. So let's say today I copy it this way, right? And tomorrow I come back here and I copied it this way. Is that what you're asking?
No, what I'm asking
he's asking that if he replaces the data, like changing it, like using that cylinder to put a new data source, right? Is that what you're asking?
Exactly, yes.
Will it affect? It might affect your calculated field.
Exactly.
Or your color coding.
Your field will be. You will spoil your report. It will be blank because the data are not the same. The calculations are not looking at the same dimension or measures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. So Dion, if you can, did you finish with the Tableau exercise videos I asked you to watch? Hello, Dion.
I didn't know I was. I'm not done. I'm still on it. I'm taking them one after the other. Like.
Okay. All right. Okay. So finish with that so we can put for the next step. All right.
Okay. Okay.
We still have more time, but the quicker you get used to those the environment, then the further we can go and do more complex and advanced dashboarding.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, sir.
Thanks, everyone, and have a good evening.
Thank you. Good evening.
Thank you. Bye.